Hello, guys. My name is Paul, and welcome to the NBA show, where we take an objective look at the NBA, NBA players, legends, and basketball related events. No emotional takes here, but if you're looking for those, you might want to scroll through the comments section, as there are some emotionally reacting to the truth being spread here and going off the rails a little bit. Now, today I have a great video for you guys, which I'll play in just one moment. And it was not wildly circulated by the media. It's a couple years old. Media didn't circulate it. The NBA didn't circulate it for the simple reason of protecting their golden goose, which is LeBron James, and the media fabricated so-called GOAT legacy of his. Now, they will play Michael Jordan saying he needed Scottie Pippen to win his titles, which Jordan is not hiding. And he said it himself and, never did. And they will make it look like Mike couldn't win alone, but LeBron James did all of it on his own. Everyone needed him and all that. So that's literally what they all believe. And it's kind of insane. I have a video of an interview with LeBron James a few years ago in a post game where reporters are literally asking him about DWade and his relationship. In that interview, LeBron directly on camera says that he was gonna be a good player in the NBA regardless, but he used that word, he needed Dwyane Wade to achieve his ultimate goal of winning an NBA title. So he directly says that without D-Wade, it would most likely have never happened for him. I'm going to play that clip for you in just a second, but I want to explain to many of the people that don't understand why he said this. Now, LeBron James knows he tried multiple times to go for the title in the NBA before joining the Heat. A couple knockouts in the playoffs. And then he also failed, even though he had some of the best defensive teams at the time. He only played with Cleveland in the finals once and lost to the Spurs before bolting off to the Heat, and simply for this reason. D-Wade was already an NBA champion and did not need any superstar with him to win a chip in only his fourth year in the NBA. And yes, if you want to bring up Shaq, you have to be one of those insane people, as in 2006 NBA Finals, we're talking about Shaq helping D-Wade by averaging a whole crazy 13 points a game and less than a block a game in 35 minutes of play. Well, he did average 10 boards. That's about it. Now, Shaq took 56 shots in that finals series. That's less than 10 shots per game in 6 finals games. That's how much of a help Shaquille O'Neal was to Dwyane Wade. Now, Dwyane Wade, man, he took 139 shots in that finals and took that MFer over and ripped it out of the Mavs' hands. And the Mavs were up 2-0 already. That's exactly the assassin mentality we all say LeBron misses and doesn't have, and why he wasn't able to do that in his series against the Spurs, where he averaged 22 measly points while playing with the Cavs to Wade's 34.5 in the finals the year before. Dwyane Wade took it up a notch to 34.5 point average in that finals the year before in 2006. If LeBron would have had those balls to bring that average of 22 in the finals to 34, they would have had that title. LeBron didn't have it. LeBron averaged almost 28 points during the regular season, but completely emotionally folded in the NBA Finals against the Spurs. In 2006 NBA Finals, Shaq told Wade he was playing terrible. He literally told Dwyane Wade, listen, I'm playing terrible. And he called Dwyane Wade out. And D-Wade just took over and won that chip by taking the heat on his back. LeBron was never able to do that. Now, if you don't believe me, Shaq did that. Here is Shaq telling exactly that story on video in his own words.
But when I got there, I was like, D-Wade, here you go, my guy, you're the guy. Because again, like, one thing about me, I'm realistic. I'm sensitive, I hear a lot of shit, talk a lot of shit, but again, when I read some criticism, the first thing I do before I react, I see if there's some truth in it. So I'm like, I'm the most dominant big man in history. I gave you my It's 3 out of 4, and I'm the one to get traded. Am I an asshole? And you start to look, damn, maybe I shouldn't have talked to him like that. So now you start to question yourself, but then I still got some plan to do, so all that. I'll worry about all that later. When we get to Miami, DWade, you're in charge, and I'm gonna do whatever you tell me to do. And that's why in the finals, when we went down 0-2, we had a respectful conversation. Hey man, I'm getting double teamed. I'm going through a divorce. I'm not playing good. What the you gonna do? Don't be looking for me. Go to work. And then he just turned it up, and that was how I was able to get number 4, because I was playing terrible. That's when I knew him was starting to die off. There's all that 20-38 in the finals, not during that fucking series, but we had a respectful, hardcore conversation, and me, GP, and Udonis, and we put him in the room like, yo, man, the fuck you gonna do? And he just, because listen, DWade's a great guy. He was like, fuck, not now, go to work. And it just unleashed something. And that was, part of my plan.
Now that's why LeBron needed Wade. He needed to learn that from Wade. He needed to get guidance from Wade, because Wade was the guy that, as a smaller player than LeBron James, completely took over in the NBA Finals and won a title almost by himself. So now that we got all this context out of the way, let's hear LeBron James himself clearly and loudly admit that he would not be able to win a title if it wasn't for DWade and his guidance. Here you go.
Well, me personally, I would have been very successful in this league without DWade. But to accomplish what I really wanted to accomplish in this league, and that's winning at the highest level, I needed him. And that's why I made the jump. And then I appreciate more than I can express in words what he did for me when I went down to Miami. When he's been there, when he's the staple, it's Wade County. And what we accomplished, I give so much to him for him just shows the type of guy he is. And I knew that when we met at pre-draft in 2003. I knew it, but sometimes you need some, sometimes you just need to see it again, and he showed it again. And so I never had to question that, man. He's a stand-up guy.
Now, thank you all, and hope to see you soon in the next video. Consider becoming a member supporter of this channel, as it helps and it takes a lot of time making these videos and researching all this information. See you guys again soon.